Okay, Julie Waltz, and I believe that's our last speaker. If anybody else here wishes to speak, please turn in a speaker slip.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I'm not with the protesters and I'm not with the special interest group. Mr. Stone, as your unpaid volunteer watchdog, I'd like to make some observations about your performance as chairman of the board in 2009. Overall, you seem to have forgotten that you are an elected official, a servant of the people. You behaved a lot more like the King of Riverside County, granting favors over there and taking away people's rights over here. You gave yourself a license to do things that the people of this county would never have voted for had they been given the chance. You think the people of this county would have voted in favor of forfeiting their constitutional rights? I don't think so. You think the people would ever have voted to close Gilman Springs Road? No, they wouldn't have. But that's exactly what you're going to do, isn't it, Mr. Stone? And for no good reason other than the King Jeffrey Stone wants to keep his Scientology friends out of Golden Era Productions very happy. Which reminds me, I noticed that there has been some books published lately and some big media interviews with people who have lived on that compound. There are people testifying about false imprisonments, beatings, having to literally escape through razor wire fences that surround it. It seems there is a growing interest in the alleged human rights abuse that have been occurring right out there in your district, Mr. Stone. My guess is it probably won't be long before the media will be at your front doorstep asking you some very serious questions. And I'm curious, Mr. Stone, what will you say when the media asks you why you constantly ignored what was really going on out there? How will you explain the fact that you feverishly worked to prevent the protesters from calling attention to the alleged abuses when you ramrodded Ordinance 884 through? How will you justify your current role in closing down Gilman Springs Road? And my last question, why do you keep turning a blind eye to this situation? What makes you think the citizens of California want the likes of you anywhere near our state capitol? Will any of my questions be answered today, or are you going to turn a blind eye too and let me go away with no answers like you usually do? Mr. Stone? No reply?
Not till after you leave the dais.
Not till after. This isn't a dais, this is a podium, and I speak the truth. Thank you.
Thank you, Julie.
Mr. Chair, I just want to respond to a couple of things. First of all, I appreciate that she figures she's the self-anointed First Amendment rights lady of Riverside County. She can assume any role she wants. I believe in churches, and I don't believe that because somebody has a bias or an alleged crime that's happening on a campus of any church, a mosque, a synagogue, is something that the Board of Supervisors should be taking up. That should be taken up by law enforcement agencies. Obviously, Mr. Chiquette has provided complaints to the Riverside County Sheriff's Department, the District Attorney's Office. We are not a law enforcement arm sitting on the Board of Supervisors. I am going to continue to fight for religious freedoms in this county and in this country, and I will answer any questions related to my involvement with any of my constituents, including the Golden Era Productions. They have not been granted any road closures. They have the constitutional right to file an application for a road closure, but that is not something that is automatically granted. But they deserve the same protections and attention of any other constituent, just like the church group that I'm working with in the wine country that wants to expand in the beautiful wine country, and we will continue to work with them. So, unfortunately, your allegations against me are repetitive, insulting at times, but you're entitled to your opinion. I represent 500,000 people roughly, and you don't even live in my district. which is fine. I still respect her constitutional rights, and I'm very proud of the work. I'm very proud of the work that I do in my district in protecting the rights of all religious institutions, and I will continue to do that.
Okay, that concludes our morning session. We're going to adjourn to closed session.